Good morning children, I am Poonam Bagga continuing again with chapter 4 Practical Geometry. Today we are going to complete this chapter. Up till now we have constructed various quadrilaterals. Today we will be taking up some special cases. By special I mean special quadrilaterals such as rectangle, square, rhombus, parallelogram and yes, a kite also. So be ready with your geometry box and copy and sit along with me and just follow the steps one by one as we do in our class. We start with this example. Draw a square of side 4.5 centimeter. So first we will draw its rough sketch. We all know how a square looks like, and so it's easy to draw its rough sketch in this way. Now its name is not given in the question, so we will take the name of our own. I am naming it as ABCD. You can give other name also. Then let us write this side which is given here, 4.5 centimeter. Now here only one measurement has been given and we need at least 5 measurements to construct a unique quadrilateral. So from where will we get these 5 measurements? We will use the properties of a square. And what are they? We know that in a square all the 4 sides are equal. So we can easily take this one also to be 4.5 centimeter. This again 4.5, this again 4.5. And one angle is also required, and we know that in a square each angle measures 90 degree. So we will take this angle as 90 degree and this will be enough for us. Now we begin the construction work. For this we will need one scale. We take it here at the bottom. First of all we will draw AB measuring 4.5 in this way. Let us name it as AB 4.5 centimeter. What next we have to do? We will construct this angle of 90 degree at point A. So again we will take the help of a compass, keep the pointed end at A, and with some suitable radius we will draw one arc in this way. Then with the same radius, keeping the pointed end at this point, you can see where I am keeping it, we will draw one more arc in this way. Again keeping the pointed end here at this point, we will draw one more arc. In this way we get an angle of 120 degree. Now to construct 90 degree angle we need to bisect this center angle, and so keeping this compass at this point we have drawn one arc, and with center at this point again, you can see where I am locating it, we can draw one more arc of the same radius in this way. Now we simply need to join these 2 points. Which points? A and this point of intersection of the 2 arcs. I am joining it directly, but you will have to use a scale and a pencil to join these 2 points. You will keep one scale along these 2 points and then join them with a pencil. No, don't join directly like me, okay? Now what next we need to do is we need to locate this point D on it. For this we know this distance AD, it measures 4.5. So we can easily keep the center at A, and with radius 4.5 we will draw one arc. Let us bring the compass back. Keep the center at A and radius 4.5. In this way we will draw one arc, and then we get this point D with us. I hope it is very much clear to you. We can name this point also as point P. So we have angle PAB of measure 90 degree at point A, and on PA we have located this point D 4.5 centimeters away from A. This is 4.5 centimeter. Now what next? We need to locate this point C. Now there are 2 ways to get this point C. How? First way is we can again draw or construct an angle of 90 degree at point B and get one ray, and then we can locate C similar to the way we have done for point D. We can take this distance 4.5 and locate C over the ray of 90 degree angle which can be constructed at point B. The other way is that we see that this distance DC and this distance CB, we know these two distances, and so taking the radius of 4.5 centimeter and center at D and B, we can draw two arcs, and the point of intersection of these two arcs will give us this point C. So I am following this second way. You can do any way you want. So again we will need the compass, keeping the pointed end at D first, and the radius should be 4.5, so we reduce it to 4.5. In this way we will draw one arc, you can see, and then keeping the center at B, and the radius should again be the same, 4.5. You can see both the radius are same, distance are same, and with this we get two arcs, and the two arcs are intersecting each other, and we give this name, its name as point C. Now what needs to be done next? Simply join this DC and CB. I am joining it directly, but you have to take a scale for joining any 2 points. So we will join this DC and then CB. In this way we get our square ABCD. Next we need to write the steps of construction. By steps of construction we mean each and every step that we have followed while constructing it, we have to write it. I have taken my own language, you can write in your own language also. First we will write whatever has been given in the question. It has been given a square of side 4.5 centimeter. Its name is not given, so let it be named as ABCD. Now here we will apply the properties of a square. In a square all sides are equal and each angle measures 90 degree. So we have taken all the four sides equal to 4.5 centimeter and angle A is equal to 90 degree as we took in our main figure. Then it is required to construct square ABCD. What next we did? First of all draw AB equal to 4.5 centimeter. You can see first of all what we did, we drew AB of measure 4.5 centimeter. Then at A construct an angle of 90 degree and give it the name angle PAB. So we write here at A construct angle PAB equal to 90 degree. What next? With center A and radius 4.5 centimeter, draw an arc which intersects PA at point D. You need to give this name D also. So we write here with center A, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeter which intersects PA at point D. Okay, then what next? With center D, just have a look what we did. With center D and radius 4.5 centimeter, draw an arc. With center B and radius 4.5 centimeter, draw another arc, and the two arcs will intersect at point C. So we write it in our steps. With center D, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeter. With center B again, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point C. And then what we did? Join DC and CB. That's simple. So we write join CD and CB. With this we can say that ABCD is the required square. Okay, so with this we move on to the second example. Is it possible to construct a rhombus ABCD where AC is given to be 6 centimeter and BD is 7 centimeter? Justify your answer. Here you can see this AC. This represents a diagonal of the rhombus, and also this BD. It also represents a diagonal of the rhombus. So here we have been given only two diagonals. We are not given any side of the rhombus. So first of all, we will draw its rough sketch, and we will take the diagonals in main focus in the center. We draw the main figure, or sorry, the rough sketch in this way. This is only a rough sketch. We have taken the diagonals in the center. You can see. Let us name it as A, B, C and D. Okay, now let us mark the measurements. AC, it's given to be 6 and BD is 7. This complete length BD, this is of length 7 centimeter and AC is 6. Let me name this intersection point of the two diagonals as O. Since this AC is completely of length 6, we can break it up into two parts, 3 centimeters above BD and 3 centimeters below BD. And now this will be helpful to us in constructing the rhombus. So first of all, we will start the construction with this line segment BD of length 7 centimeter. Here we will be using the property of diagonals of a rhombus. And what is it? The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. They not only bisect each other, they divide each other into two equal parts, but also they are at 90-degree angle, at right angles to each other. You can see this angle is of measure 90 degree, all the four angles. So we will first draw this line segment BD, diagonal BD of length 7 centimeter. Then we will draw its perpendicular bisector, and then we will locate point A and C on it. Let us start the construction. First of all, we will draw BD of length 7 centimeter. Here we have this scale, and this is the line segment of 7 centimeter length BD. Okay, this is of length 7 centimeter. Now we need to construct its perpendicular bisector. How do we construct it? We will take the compass, keep the pointed end at B first, and taking the radius more than half of BD, we will draw two arcs, one above and the other below BD. And then with the same radius, we will keep the pointed end at D and then draw two more arcs above and below BD. And then we will join the point of intersection of the two arcs above and below and get the perpendicular bisector. Let us do it. You also do along with me so that there is no confusion in your mind. First we take the center at B, and the radius is obviously greater than half of BD. This is 7, half of it is 3.5, and the radius should be more than 3.5. So take any radius more than 3.5. We will draw an arc here, and also we will draw one arc below BD in this way. Then what we will do? Keep the center at point D, and with the same radius, we are not changing the radius, we will draw one arc above and the other arc below BD in this way. So we get the point of intersection of two arcs above BD and below BD. Now we simply need to join these 2 points with the help of a scale. However, I will be joining them directly, so don't get confused with it. In this way, you can see, and let us name this point as O in the center. Next, what we need to do, we have to locate this point A and C on this perpendicular bisector, and the distance we can see is this red distance above BD. This is of length 3 centimeter because the total length is 6 and the above length is half of it 3, and this length below BD is again 3 centimeter. We will be using it here. So let us bring the compass back, keeping the pointed end at O, and now taking the radius equal to 3 centimeter. We will draw one arc above BD in this way and the other arc below BD in this way. So we have got 2 points, and let us write the names also. This point is A and this point is C. Now we get all the 4 points and we need to join all these 4 points. So we will use a scale to join any 2 points. This is the line segment AB. Then we will join BC. Then we will join CD. And then we will join AD. With this, our rhombus is complete. A beautiful figure, isn't it? I hope you all must have drawn along with me. Now we move on to the steps of construction. First, we will write whatever has been given to us. And so we have written in a rhombus ABCD. We have been given these 2 diagonals AC and BD, and it is required to construct rhombus ABCD. Here we will write the property. The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And so we started it accordingly. First of all, we drew this diagonal BD of length 7 centimeter. So right here, draw BD equal to 7 centimeter. What next we did? We drew the perpendicular bisector of BD. So draw the perpendicular bisector of BD which intersects BD at point O. You can see here, this is the perpendicular bisector and it is intersecting BD at point O. So accordingly we have written that sentence. Then what next we did? With center O and radius how much? 3 centimeter above and 3 centimeter below, we drew these 2 arcs. So we will write it here. With center O, draw 2 arcs of radius how much? Half of AC. It is 3 centimeter each on both sides of BD to cut the perpendicular bisector at points A and C. I hope you are connecting it with the figure that we have drawn. What we did is, this is half of AC. And what is the length of AC? It's 6 and half of 6 is 3 centimeter. That's why we have drawn this radius. We have taken 3 centimeter above and 3 centimeter below this point O. And similarly we have written the step of construction. Then in the last we joined all these 4 points, and so we can write here in the end, join AB, BC, CD and DA. And so we can say that ABCD is the required rhombus. Okay, then we move on to one more example. We will try this. Construct the kite EASY. If AY is given to be 8, then EY is 4 and SY is 6 centimeter. So first of all we will draw its rough sketch, and then we will get an idea of how to construct this kite. We know a kite looks like this in shape. Let us name it as EASY. Now let us write the measurements that have been given. AY is given to be 8. This is the diagonal given 8 centimeter long. Then EY, this side EY is 4 centimeter, and SY, you can see this side is 6 centimeter in length. And now we have been given only 3 measurements. We need 2 measurements more to get it constructed. And how we will get those 2 measurements? We know that in a kite, consecutive sides are equal. 2 pairs of consecutive sides are equal. If this is 4, then this side will also be equal to 4 centimeter. These 2 sides are equal, and again these 2 sides are equal. This is 6 and this will again be 6 centimeters long. Now it's easy to construct this quadrilateral. We will start with this diagonal AY measuring 8 centimeters. So we bring a scale to get the line segment of length 8 centimeter. This is AY measuring 8 centimeter. Okay, then what next? We need to locate this point E. And how we can get this point? We know this distance is 4 and this is also 4. So taking the centers at A and Y, we can draw 2 arcs, each measuring 4 centimeter, and then we will get the point of intersection, which will be named as point E. So we take a compass for this purpose, keeping the center at point A and taking the radius 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter radius. We will draw one arc. Then again, keeping the center at point Y, we will draw one more arc. Now, can this be constructed? You can see the 2 arcs are not intersecting each other. Why is it that this is not getting constructed? Because here one property of a triangle is not being applied. It says that the sum of 2 sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. But here if we add these 2 sides, 4 and 4, what do we get? It's 8 only. It's not greater than this third side. And since here the sum of 2 sides is not greater than the third side, this triangle cannot be constructed. And so with this kite can also not be constructed. Okay, so this property should also be applied while constructing any triangle. With this we move on to our exercise 4.5. This is exercise 4.5 and we have the first question. Draw the following: the square READ with RE equal to 5.1 centimeter. Again we have to construct one square, and for this first of all we will draw its rough sketch. In this way, let us name it as READ as given in the question, and we have been given this side RE equal to 5.1 centimeter. Again only one measurement has been given, and we will use the property of a square which says all the 4 sides are equal. So let us mark all these 4 sides equal to 5.1 centimeter. This is also 5.1. And one angle is also required for construction of unique square. And what do we know? In a square, each angle measures 90 degree. So this angle will be equal to 90 degree. Okay. With this, we will start the construction. First of all, we will draw this line segment RE of length 5.1. We keep the scale here and start with this point, taking it to be 5.1 centimeter long. Here we have. Then what next? We will construct an angle of 90 degree at point R. For this we will need one compass, and so we have it with us. We take the center at point R. We have not written the name, we will write it in a short while. Take an appropriate radius and then draw one arc. Then with the same radius, taking the center at this point, you can see where I am saying, we will draw one more arc in this way. Again taking the center at this point, and with the same radius again we will draw one more arc in this way. We get an angle of 120 degree. What next? With the same radius we will draw one more arc, keeping the center at this point. You can see where I am saying, at this point again we will draw one more arc. Yes, now we get the point of intersection of these two arcs, and we will join this point in this way. This is point R and this is point E, and here we have constructed this angle of measure 90 degree, and let us give this a name, X. So we have angle XRE equal to 90 degree at point R. Now we need to get this point D, and we know this distance is 5.1 centimeters. So we will take the center at point R and draw an arc of radius 5.1 and get this point D. Yes, we take the radius as 5.1. This we draw the arc, and so we get this point D with us. You can see we have taken this radius equal to 5.1 centimeter. Now we need to locate this point A, and again we can do it in two ways. First we can draw or construct an angle of 90 degree at point E, then we will get one ray, and then we can locate point A on it at a distance of 5.1 centimeters. Or what we can do is, we know that this distance is 5.1, this distance is again 5.1. So we can take the center at point D, take the center at point E, and then get the point of intersection of two arcs of radius 5.1 each, and then we will get point A. So we will follow the second step. For this I need one compass, taking the center at point D, and the radius should be 5.1, and so it is. We will draw one arc in this way. Then keeping the center at point E, and with the same radius we will draw one arc in this way. And now we get the point A here at the point of intersection of these two arcs, and now simply join DA. With the help of a scale you will join a scale and a pencil, and now we need to join AE. With this our square is complete, READ. Okay, a beautiful figure. Then what next? Write down whatever has been given. A square READ with side RE equal to 5.1 centimeters. Then in a square all sides are equal and each angle measures 90 degree. And so all the four sides are equal. We have taken all of them equal, and angle R we have taken 90 degree. Then it is required to construct a square READ. Next we will write the steps of construction. First of all, draw RE equal to 5.1 centimeter as we did in our figure. Then at R, construct angle XRE equal to 90 degree. This is what we did in our figure. Angle XRE, 90 degree angle at point R. Then what next? With center R and radius 5.1, draw an arc to intersect RX at point D. So with center R, draw an arc of radius 5.1 centimeter which intersects RX at point D. And then with center D, draw an arc of radius 5.1 centimeter, and with center E, you can relate this with the figure. First with center D and radius 5.1, draw an arc, then with center E and radius 5.1, draw another arc. So we are writing it here. With center E, draw an arc of radius 5.1 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point A. You can see here, this is the point A. And now what was left? Join AD and AE. And so we write it here. Join AD and AE. And with this we can say READ is the required square. Okay, we move on to the second question. A rhombus whose diagonals are 5.2 centimeter and 6.4 centimeter long. Again, we have been given only two diagonals, and so we will be using the property of diagonals of a rhombus, which is that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So first of all, we will take one of the two diagonals and then the other diagonal, and then we get the rough sketch in this way. Let us name it as A, B, C and D. Then let us, the name is not given, so I have given the name on my own, A, B, C, D. Let us take this AC, diagonal AC as 5.2 centimeter long. So we take it as 5.2 and take this diagonal, the other one, BD, as 6.4 centimeter long. Let the point of intersection of these two diagonals be O, and we can name, or we can see here that OD will be half of 6.4. That is, it will be 3.2 centimeter. It will be 3.2 centimeter above AC and 3.2 centimeter below AC. The total length here, it is given to be 6.4 centimeter. Okay, and we have written half above and half below. Now we will start the construction with this line segment AC 5.2 centimeters long. We keep the scale here, and starting from here we have this side as 5.2 centimeter long, A, C, 5.2 centimeter. Next we need to construct its perpendicular bisector, and we discussed it in this video itself. We will take a compass for its construction, keep the center at point A, and taking the radius more than half of AC. This is somewhat more than half of AC, and so we will draw an arc above AC and below AC in this way. Then keeping the radius same and taking the center at point C. With the same radius we will draw an arc in this way above AC and in this way below AC. So we get 2 points, one above AC and one below AC, and now we will join these 2 points in this way. Take a scale while joining these 2 points. And now what we need to do is locate the point O here, give it the name O, and we need to now locate D and B on this perpendicular bisector, point D and point B, taking a radius of 3.2 centimeters above AC from O and below AC 3.2 centimeters. So again we bring the compass into picture, taking O as the center and radius 3.2. We draw one arc here, and then with the same radius we will draw one arc here. Yes, with this we get the 2 points. This one will be D and this point will be B. And now as we get the 4 points of the rhombus, we now simply need to join these 4 points with the help of a scale and pencil. So first of all we will join AB, then BC, then join here AD, and then join CD, and with this our rhombus is complete. Write the steps of construction. Before that, whatever has been given we will write it down. Given in a rhombus, diagonal AC is 5.2 and BD is 6.4. Then it's required to construct rhombus ABCD, the name that we have given. And now we know the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other, and so accordingly we started the construction. Draw the diagonal AC. First we drew it of length 5.2 centimeter. Then draw the perpendicular bisector of AC. Which intersects AC at point O. You can see it here. This perpendicular bisector is intersecting at point O, intersecting AC at point O. Then what next we did? With center O and radius, how much? 3.2 above AC and 3.2 below AC. Draw 2 arcs intersecting the perpendicular bisector at points D and B, and so we write it here. With center O, draw 2 arcs of radius half of 6.4, that is 3.2 centimeter each on both sides of AC to cut the perpendicular bisector at points D and B. And in the end we simply joined all the 4 points. So join AB, BC, CD and DA. With this we can say that ABCD is the required rhombus. I hope it is very much clear to you. We move on to the next question, which is a rectangle with adjacent sides of lengths 5 centimeter and 4 centimeter. So now we will have to construct a rectangle. Just recall the properties of a rectangle before we draw a rough sketch of a rectangle. It's very easy to draw the rough sketch. It looks somewhat like this, a rectangle. No name has been given, so I am taking it to be ABCD. You can give your own name also, PQRS or any other name. ABCD. Now, 2 adjacent sides. Adjacent sides means the neighboring sides. If I take this side to be of length 5 centimeter, then this will be the adjacent side of length 4 centimeter. So here we have only 2 measurements. Again we will use the properties of a rectangle, and it says that the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So we have this 5, and again this will also be equal to 5 centimeter. These 2 opposite sides will be equal, and also this side will be equal to this opposite side, and so it will again measure 4 centimeter. One more measurement we need to construct a unique rectangle. And what is it? We know that in a rectangle each angle measures 90 degree. So we will take this angle as 90 degree. We can take angle B also as 90, but we are taking angle A. So let us now start the construction. First of all, we will draw line segment AB of length 5 centimeter. As you can see in the rough figure, we will start from AB of length 5 centimeter. What next? Just come up with the answer. Yes, we will construct 90-degree angle at point A. It is similar to that of a square. So for this again we will bring a compass, keep the center at point A, and with some suitable radius we will draw this arc, and then with the same radius, keeping the center at this point, you can see this point, we will again draw one arc in this way, then taking the center at this point again, and the radius should be same. You can see where am I keeping it. Draw one more arc. With this we get an angle of 120 degree, as you can see. Then we need to bisect the angle at the center, and for this we will be taking compass one by one at these 2 points. First I have kept at this point, now taking it at this point, again with the radius same. Here we will cut this arc, and now we get an angle of 90 degree. For this we will join these 2 points A and this point of intersection of the 2 arcs in this way. Let us give the name also here. Let it be angle point P. Now this is angle PAB of measure 90 degree. Now we need to locate this point D on it, and how can we do this? We know this distance is 4 centimeter AD, and so with center A and radius 4 centimeter we will draw one arc to get this point D on it. On PA we will get this point D. Take the radius of 4, and now we will draw this arc. Yes, with this we get the point D here. Now we need to get this point C. For this again, either you can construct an angle of 90 degree at point B, and then with taking the distance 4 centimeter you can cut off 4 centimeter from this ray and get this point C, and then simply you can join DC. Or what we can do, we know this distance equal to 5 and this distance equal to 4. We can use these 2 distances. Taking D as center and radius 5 we can draw one arc. Taking B as center, radius 4 we can draw another arc, and the 2 arcs will intersect, and then we can locate point C on it. So you can do by any method. I am following the second one. For this again taking the compass, keeping D as the center and taking the radius 5, we will draw one arc in this way. Then taking B as center and radius 4, we will draw another arc in this way. Now we get the point of intersection, which can be named as point C, and now simply need to join these points DC and then CB. With this our rectangle is complete, and yes, now we will write whatever has been given to us in a rectangle ABCD. We have given the name ABCD. You can give any other name also of your own choice. AB is 5 and BC is 4. Then in a rectangle the opposite sides are equal and each angle measures 90 degree, and so we have taken these opposite sides equal and we have taken angle A equal to 90 degree, and now it's required to construct rectangle ABCD. Then we will write the steps of construction. By steps we mean the each and every step that we have followed for construction, we will be writing it point wise. You can write it in your own language, or you can understand here, and how we have written you can see. Draw first of all AB equal to 5 centimeter. We started from AB, you can see here AB 5 centimeter. Then at A construct angle PAB of measure 90 degree. So we write here at A construct angle PAB equal to 90 degree. What next? With center A draw an arc of radius 4 centimeter to cut PA at point D. You can easily relate to the figure. With center A and radius how much? You can see this is 4 centimeter radius here, distance. With radius 4 centimeter, draw an arc to intersect PA at point D, and that's what we have written there. Then with center D and radius 5 centimeter, draw an arc. So we write it here. With center D, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeter. Then what next we did? With center B and radius 4 centimeter, draw an arc to meet the previous arc at point C. So we write it here. With center B, draw an arc of radius 4 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point C. And then what we did? Join CD and CB. So we write it here. Join CD and CB, and with this we can say ABCD is the required rectangle. Okay, with this we move on to the next question. A parallelogram OKAY, where we have been given OK equal to 5.5 and KA equal to 4.2. Let us draw the rough sketch first. A parallelogram looks like this. Let us name it as OKAY. The name is given in the question itself. OK is given to be 5.5 centimeter and KA, this is 4.2 centimeter. Now is it unique? Here we have again only two measurements. So we will use the property of a parallelogram, which is that the opposite sides are equal. So if this is 5.5, then this side will be equal and this will be again equal to 5.5 centimeter. This is 4.2, so these two sides will be equal. This again will be 4.2 centimeters. Now we have four measurements. To construct a unique parallelogram, we need one more measurement, but here it has not been given. So let us take this angle to be of any measure, say 60 degree. Now we have 5 measurements and now we can construct this parallelogram. But the question arises, is it unique? It is not unique because here I am taking the angle of 60 degree at point O. If I take it to be 75 degree suppose, then the shape will be different, then it will look different. So we cannot say that this figure is unique. Unless this angle is given in the question, one more measurement is required for constructing a unique parallelogram. And since we are falling short of one more measurement, so the quadrilateral, the parallelogram that we will get will not be unique. It will change as we change the measurement of this angle. So we will take here 60 degree and let us construct it with this. First of all, we will start the construction with OK of side 5.5. We take this point and this is 5.5 OK, 5.5 centimeters long. Then we will construct an angle of 60 degree at point O. So we bring the compass into picture, keeping the center at point O and any radius. We will draw one arc in this way, and then with the same radius, taking the center at point this one, you can see with the same radius we will draw one more arc in this way. This is an angle of 60 degree, and now simply we will join this point O and this point of intersection. With the help of a scale you need to join. With this we get this point, this angle as 60 degree. Now we need to locate this point Y on this ray. Let us take this as point P. So it's angle POK at point O measuring 60 degree. Now we will locate this point Y. We know this distance is 4.2 centimeters. So we will draw an arc of radius 4.2 centimeters, taking O as the center. Radius 4.2 in this way. Now we need to write the name. This is point Y, and this distance we have taken 4.2 centimeter. Next, how we will locate this point A? With center A and radius 5.5 centimeter, we will draw one arc, and with center K and radius 4.2, we will draw another arc. But this time I suppose that it will coincide, intersect with this rough sketch. So I am rubbing this rough sketch so that we get the figure neatly. Let us take the compass. Here we will take this distance 5.5 radius, and then we will draw one arc in this way, and then taking the center at point K and taking the radius again equal to 4.2. In this way we will draw one more arc. Yes. And now we get this point as OKAY. Let me draw the rough sketch once again a little bit far. It was like this, OKAY. We had taken this to be 5.5, this was 5.5, this is 4.2, this is 4.2, and this we had taken to be 60 degree. That's what the figure is. Now we simply need to join these points YA and then AK. With this, our parallelogram is complete. Now we will write the steps of construction. First of all, whatever has been given in parallelogram OKAY, OK is given and KA is given. We are taking angle 60 degree on our own. So let angle O equal to 60 degree. Now in a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. So we have written the opposite sides equal, and with this it is required to construct parallelogram OKAY. Now steps of construction, we started with OK of length 5.5 centimeter. You can see here OK 5.5 centimeters. Then at O construct an angle POK of measure 60 degree. So we write here at O angle POK equal to 60 degree. Then what next? With center O and radius 4.2 centimeters, draw an arc to intersect OP at point Y. So we write here with center O, draw an arc of radius 4.2 centimeter to cut OP at point Y. Then with center Y, draw an arc of radius 5.5 centimeter. You can see with center Y, and this is the radius 5.5 centimeter, this distance, draw an arc, and then with center K and radius 4.2 centimeter, draw another arc, and the two arcs will intersect at point A. So we write here with center K, draw an arc of radius 4.2 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point A. And then what next we did? Join AY and AK. So we write here join AY and AK. And this says that OKAY is the required parallelogram. But note here, a special note here, no, this is not a unique parallelogram, as the angle at point O can be of measure other than 60 degree also. As the angle will change, the shape will again change. So we cannot say that it is a unique parallelogram. Okay, So with this, your exercise 4.5 is complete and your chapter 4 is also complete. In our next class, we will meet with our next chapter. Till then, practice these questions well and goodbye.